Alright guys, welcome to the Fragrance Wardrobe. It's been a little bit since I've uploaded. Had a little health stuff going on, then got busy with work, and then down with COVID. So it's been a little bit, but making a little bit of a comeback today with a list video. This one is going to be my top 10 designer releases of 2021. I wanted to release this one on like New Year's Eve, but I was sick with COVID. So going to get it done now. All right, so the order that I'm going to do these in are like 10 through 1, like worst to best or least to greatest. That one, yeah, least to greatest. This one, again, it's going to be all 2021 designer releases, and these are just what I think are the best of the year without smelling all of them or owning them all. Got quite a few, but these are like the 10 that I think are the best of the year. Number 10, this one is going to be number 10 because it's kind of generic in my opinion, but it does smell really good. It's from Prada. It's Luna Rosa Ocean. Luna Rosa Ocean is going to have some bergamot, some pink pepper, sage, some patchouli in there. I'm not going to list all the notes on all of these because I don't want to, and you don't want to hear it. So I'm going to list some of the prominent notes. With this, you do get a little bit of that freshness from the bergamot in the opening. You do pick up the sage. It's not aquatic at all, unlike the name would suggest. It's more of a fresh, almost a little bit of a blue style with a touch of sweetness thing going on. Smells pretty good. Performance isn't bad on it either. It's just nothing like that's going to wow you. So if you're wanting one that is going to wow you, this isn't it, but it is a very pleasant scent. Number 9, because we haven't had enough vanilla style fragrances, we needed some more. Paco Rabanne dropped a couple. One of them I completely hate. If you've been watching the channel, you know which one. The other one I think is better and smells pretty decent. This one is from the Invictus line. It's Invictus Victory. So Victory, you're going to have some lemon, you're going to have lavender, you're going to have a little bit of vanilla and tonka in here as well. The lemon in this, I think, plays better than the apple and Phantom. I think Phantom just smells bad. And this one smells pretty pleasant, so you don't have like that rancid or rotten type of fruit thing going on in the opening, but it's very much like lavender vanilla. That's pretty much what you're getting with this one. So if you have a bunch of vanilla things already, you probably don't need this unless you're just wanting to add another vanilla scent to the fragrance wardrobe. And this one is pretty good. Smells pretty pleasant, performs really well. Number 8 is going to be one from my favorite designer fragrance line, coming from Yves Saint Laurent, the Y line. It's going to be Y Le Parfum, the solid black bottle. This one, some of the notes you'll have: grapefruit, apple, ginger, sage, a little bit of patchouli as well. This is going to give you serious, like, it's going to have some serious resemblance to the EDP, the EDT, more the EDP. So I don't think you need both, but if you only have one and you want one that's a little bit like, a little bit darker, a little bit, maybe a little bit more woody, I think it's a little bit more woody, a little bit more grown up, Y Le Parfum is the way to go. Price tag on it compared to the EDP is more expensive. That's why I think EDP is probably just fine. If you have the EDP, you probably don't need this. But if you're looking for one that's going to be a little bit darker, a little more grown up, Le Parfum is a pretty good way to go. And yeah, it's from my favorite fragrance line, I think. My favorite designer line anyway. So I had to grab it, and pretty satisfied that I did. Number 7, this one is one I'm actually pretty excited about, especially when the weather warms up. It's going to be a blue style scent, yes, but it's already in cheapie territory. When I bought it as a cheapie under $40. It's from Halloween Man. It's Halloween Man Hero, the one with the like rainbow gradient glass. This one smells really good. You have grapefruit, you have some ginger, lavender, sage. Your aroma chemical in here is not ambroxan or amberwood. It's called Amber Extreme. So that's according to Parfumo. Amber Extreme. I'm guessing it's pretty much like amberwood. Smells really good. In the opening, you're going to get a resemblance to Bleu de Chanel. In the dry down, you're going to get kind of a little bit of an Invictus feel, a little bit from that sage. Smells pretty good. It does go kind of like from that one fragrance to the other, so it's not, you know, completely linear or anything like that. For the price, you can get this like a 4.2 ounce for under 40 bucks. Definitely worth it, especially, I don't know, especially if you're looking for a new like blue style scent. You don't want to break the bank. This thing really, really good. It's super affordable. So definitely looking forward to wearing this one in 2022 when the weather warms up. Number 6 is going to be from Viktor and Rolf. It is the Spicebomb of 2021. It is going to be infrared. So infrared is going to have some red pepper, cinnamon, habanero, chili, of course tobacco. Very spicy. It almost on paper will remind you of like one of those red hot candies, the little chewy like red hot candies. Wasn't that appealing on paper to me. It seemed like it was going to be almost like a sticky red hot candy type of scent on the skin, but when you do spray it on skin, it's much more aromatic than what you would expect just smelling it off the paper. You do get a much more airy, aromatic type of fragrance. Lots of red spice in here. When you smell it, you'll think the color red or red spice, something like that. And it's very, very aromatic off the skin. Pretty pleasant. Worn it a couple of times. Not, you know, not in my top 5, but pretty close. Number 6. So infrared from Viktor and Rolf Spicebomb line. Pretty decent offering, I think. Number 5 is one that I don't think it got much love when it first came out at the beginning of the year. Has an unfortunate name, I think. It's from Valentino. It's Valentino Oumo, Born in Roma, Yellow Dream, right here. The one with the Wet the Bed name. So with Born in Roma, Yellow Dream, you're going to have some pineapple, orange, vanilla, a gingerbread accord in there as well. So where Born in Roma gave you like a refined Invictus type of scent, you still get a little bit of like that resemblance or touch of Invictus in here, but you also have the gingerbread, which I think turns it pretty nice in like an original direction, I guess. Smells pretty good. The gingerbread accord, I think, goes pretty well, especially this time of year. I think it gives it a little bit different like character or whatever to the fragrance. Yeah, still unfortunate name, but the scent, however, is pretty good. So if you are looking for something that might be a little bit more unique that was released in 2021, try a touch of Invictus with gingerbread. That's what you get with Born in Roma Yellow Dream. Number 4 is going to be definitely like luxury designer, high-end designer. Some people consider this niche, but I think it's still a designer. It's from Tom Ford. It's Ebene Fume. Ebene Fume, very resinous, dark, rich, woody type of scent. So with Ebene Fume, you're going to get some Palo Santo, some pepper, ebony wood, leather, lots of resins in here. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Encre Noir à l'Extrême. That one, yeah, I think it kind of reminds me of that, but much like higher quality, where you're going to have like those dark woods in here, very rich resinous woods, lots of resins in here, a little bit of a smoky accord or smoky nuance happening here. I do think that you do get a little bit like of an incense type of scent as well. Don't know if incense is listed, but you do kind of pick that up a little bit with this one. So all in all, kind of expensive, yes. Not going to knock anybody's socks off, I don't think. Very good for fall and winter. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be like one of those releases from Tom Ford that people are going to go nuts over, but it is pretty pleasant and does smell pretty good. Ebene Fume. Number 3, going to come from Azzaro as TMW. It's the Most Wanted. I think the best wanted fragrance in the wanted line. I've been saying this since I first got it earlier in the year. I think some people are starting to come around to that idea as well. With this one, you're going to get cardamom, toffee, vanilla. It's going to be kind of gourmand. You get like that sweet, spicy cardamom. The toffee is going to give you the gourmand facet, mixing with that vanilla, where I think it kind of does the same thing as Wanted by Night, making it a really nice eating out type of scent. but where Wanted by Night, I think, kind of boxes itself into that type of fragrance. The Most Wanted, I think, can go a little bit more like daytime, a little bit more not just cold weather, maybe cool weather, daytime cool, that type of thing as well. I think this one's a little bit more versatile than Wanted by Night is. The Most Wanted, definitely my number 3 for the year. I was pretty impressed with this when I first smelled it, and super happy I got it. So, The Most Wanted from Azzaro. All right, number 2, this one made the Fragrantica Men's Designer release of 2021. Yeah, and it made that award for a lot of people, like on a personal level as well. For me, it's going to be number 2. It's from Dior. It's Sauvage Elixir. Digging Elixir. I bought this the day that we got it in store. I think pretty much like before most people were able to get a hold of it. Yeah, still smells great. So it doesn't smell like parfum. It doesn't smell like eau de parfum or eau de toilette. It does its own thing. Tons more spice in the opening. Very, very spicy in the opening. The dry down, you do get a little bit of a touch of an ambroxan with some lavender, so you kind of get that that feel of the Sauvage line or whatever in here, but with a much more like warm, rich undertone. And I think that's coming from licorice, if I remember correctly. But all in all, it smells really, really good. Much more spicy with that warm, ambery type undertone. More of a cool weather type of scent, yes. And the performance on it is killer. So one spray, you're pretty good. Probably good for the day with one spray. If you want to make a statement, 2 or 3, and you'll be scrubbing that off at the end of the day or end of the night. Just smells really nice. I like that they kind of shot a little bit something new and exciting into that Sauvage line, and I thought they did a pretty good job releasing Elixir, being much more spicy, much more warm, ambery undertone. It smells great. A lot of people love it. I think most people really got onto this hype train, and for good reason, when it came out. All right, my number 1. This one, you might be saying, that's not a designer. It is from a designer house or company, but it's from their like higher tier line. It's from the Le Vestiaire line, from Yves Saint Laurent. This one is Wild Leather, fingerprint magnet of a bottle. Wild leather, pepper, leather, guaiac wood, saffron, some vanilla. Smells so good. So for the longest time, Tuscan leather from Tom Ford was, and probably still is, my favorite leather of all time. This one is right up there with it. Yeah, right up there with it. Easily. I don't think it's going to be tied yet. Maybe not. But it's right up there with one of my 2 favorite leathers of all time. This one, it has the saffron and the leather, kind of like Tuscan does. It doesn't have the raspberry. It does kind of do its own thing. It's not going to smell like Tuscan leather. You do get like suede and black leather with this. You get a little bit of a spiciness in the opening with the leather. As it dries down, it's very smooth, touch of sweet from that vanilla. It just smells incredibly good. Incredibly good. Not going to be for everybody, but people who really dig a nice leather scent, or maybe who are or were Tuscan leather fanboys and girls, Wild Leather is definitely one to check out. This thing smells incredible. So yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, might be considered niche by some. I'm going to say high-end designer. And yeah, Wild Leather, my release from the designer realm for 2021. That's my fave. All right, guys. So yeah, I wanted to get this done, get it out like New Year's Eve, a little bit late. Better late than never. Let me know in the comments some of your favorite 2021 designer releases. I'd love to hear your feedback. I do plan on doing a like my top 5 or top 10 pickups from 2021, because some of my favorite pickups were not 2021 releases, and do a video like on my top 5 or 10 pickups of 2021 that I'm super excited to wear in 2022. Let me know if you want to see that video. Do remember, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.